Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna quickly adjust my head. And I'm not talking about cleansing and fasting to reset the brain of the gut. I'm actually talking about what you're looking at on screen. And let's see, it looks like I'm gonna have to zoom. Whoop. Zoom out. Okay. And what if I zoom in? There we go. And then pan. And then come in a little bit. And then pan a little more. Boom. Wow. And then tilt down so it looks like I have horns. How's that? What do you say? What do you say? Should I pan a little more? No. No, that's it. All right. I don't want to have horns because I'm a devil. I just want to have horns because I'm a Taurus. Some people might think that's the same thing because I'm so stubborn. Wah, wah, wah. All right. Hopefully Ray will get back to me. But if not, let's start the show with a special here we go, video from Rick DeFazio, aka Master Ricky. This looks like it's from his. Oh yeah. Instagram wants to use your microphone. Allow. Bro, does that taste like juicy fruit gum? I think so. Nature to go organic jackfruit's an exquisite.
$9.99 for 12 ounces. Is that a good deal? Organic. I think that's a good deal.
It's a little expensive, bro.
$9.99 for 12 ounces.
I mean, it
Is
looks
that
like
a good deal?
it looks like a big bag.
Organic.
It looks like a big bag. Is it a lot of food? That's what I want to know. I think jackfruit tastes like juicy fruit gum. Anybody ever chew juicy fruit gum? 25-cent packs it used to be. All right. Yeah, more than most fried foods, but I ate it all already. Blue had some. Nice, bro. Okay, now on to the news. Let's see. All right. Speaking of food, Rebel Wilson says she lost focus on her health and regained 30 pounds. Rebel Wilson. Instagram. Follow. No sound, huh? Working really hard has meant that because of all the stress, I've gained 30 pounds. Come on. The stress, then why do some people lose weight on stress? Hmm? Let's not blame it on stress, guys. I'm sorry. It's because of what you ate, and that's an undeniable fact. Stress eating, you want to be honest and say it was stress eating of comfort foods and drugs, comfort drugs, food that people eat that's actually has a drug-like effect. Let's just call it as it is. Sorry. It makes me feel bad about myself. Okay, well, what you can say is that when you don't have a healthy gut biome, you're not going to be able to make the happy neurotransmitters. That's true. And I know that for sure because I'm losing weight, but still I'm not happy. So it's not having to do necessarily with the weight, but actually the health. I'm really proud of the work I've been doing on new movies and my memoir. It's just been a lot, and I've lost focus on my healthy lifestyle. Okay, she's being honest now. Anyone else going through the same thing? Update. I woke up this morning and read all your comments. They bring a tear to my eye. Thanks, everyone. Comments on this post have been limited. Okay, I can't say anything. All I was going to say is healthy eating is self care. In times of need, you really need to focus. Get it together, Rebel Wilson. 11.1 million followers. I thought this was one of the Wilson sisters, you know? Let's go to my TikTok and I'll show you what I mean. Ooh, two activities. No, there's nothing there. What do you mean, two activities? Alright, let's see. Where is it? Wilson Phillips. Oh, not Rebel Wilson. Wilson Phillips. So who's Rebel Wilson? Oh, wait a second. Was she massively more overweight for the movie? Let's see. Rebel. Nice name, Rebel. Rebel Wilson. Pitch. Perfect. Okay. I knew she looked familiar. I saw this movie actually. Wow. I mean, she's still down totally. In total, she's down. Let's listen to my trap version of Wilson Phillips. Hold on. Someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. Till then, baby, hold you down and make you cry. Don't you know? Don't you know? Things will change. Things will go your way. If you hold on for one more day. Yeah. Let's go. The Pitch Perfect star posted a video on Monday on her verified Instagram account in which she wrote in the caption, okay, this is what we read. She declared 2020 to be her year of health, posting updates about her workout routine and weight loss on her verified Instagram account. She later told the BBC that she didn't always feel supported in her health journey. Oh, really? I got a lot of pushback from my own team actually here in Hollywood when I said I'm going to do this year of health. I feel like I'm really going to physically transform and change my life. And they were like, why? Why would you want to do that?
because I was earning millions of dollars being the funny fat girl. Wow. Could you imagine these parasites? They are willing to sacrifice someone's health because she's a cash cow. The things people do for money. I should talk. I'm planning a. Well, and I guess now it's up in the air because Dr. Jubb got me thinking. I was planning a fight league with no head contact, and if that does come into fruition, it will make the sport of mixed martial arts more mainstream and more people will be in harm's way. Because even though it's safer, it's still a contact sport. And kids will be punching each other and kicking each other in the body and arms and legs and wrestling and putting each other in power holds, which are submissions. And, there's definitely a chance of injury. And I'd be responsible for all that. So, I wasn't doing it for the money, though. I wanted to make money doing it. I really wanted to help the whole world get out of head contact and become rich and famous in the process. But not rich and famous so I can have like fancy things. Rich and famous so I can have great experiences around the whole world and go to Japan and go to Italy and go to Russia and Brazil and India and Australia and take my sons with me and make up for losing them, make up for abandoning their mom and them. Instead of just getting a regular job and them going on about their lives, I wanted to make myself so attractive that they'd want to be with me again. Not because I'm their father, because that's long gone, but because I'm Master Lukey. If their dad was Master Lukey and everybody in the whole world loved Master Lukey because wherever I go there's a spectacular festival based around mixed martial arts, music, dance, and fitness and healthy chef battle. I'm writing a book. It's called Master Lukey. One side is mixed martial arts, the other side is nutrition, recipes. And I'm going to tour with that book and we'll see what happens. I'm not saying I'm not doing the League of Champions. I'm just saying I don't know right now. I don't know. Well, listen, Rebel Wilson, what did you do to deserve 11 million followers and millions of dollars? You pretended to be a singer in a movie? If you can do that, then why can't I do it? I'm pretend to be a singer. But let's just say that being unhealthy could lead to an early death. So let's get that handled, okay? Whoops. What did I do? Let's get that handled, Rebel Wilson. You don't want to end up dead like Carles Falcon. 45 years old. Wow, he's 2 years older than me. I think about that. I think about getting my neck broken because it already is broken. Every It's all stiff right now from grappling. Oh my god. Okay. Spanish motorbike rider has died from Carles Falcon has died from injuries he sustained in a crash while competing at the Dakar Rally more than a week ago. Race organizers announced on Monday. He was 45. You know, I think that the medical model is really outdated, and I know that they do save a lot of lives, but I think in cases like this, he should have lived. And it could be because he had a brain injury and they drained his brain. They do that to boxers too. They drain the blood out of the brain, and that blood is supposed to be there to heal, and I don't think that's proper treatment. But what do I know? I'm just a wannabe YouTuber with a brain injury. It was with great sadness that we learned of the death of Spanish rider Carles Falcon from his family, Dakar Rally organizers said in a statement on X, formerly Twitter. The statement added, the Dakar Rally organizers and competitors offer their most sincere condolences to his family and friends. Falcon was 448 kilometers, 278.37 miles, into the second stage of the iconic race in Saudi Arabia when he crashed and was airlifted to hospital for urgent medical care. Is this the one where their knees are touching the floor? Oh, yeah.
Getting over Ginny de Villiers for a long time.
Was a prerequisite.
Stage. They're 2016. With a big new
Discovered veteran has also had his share of. The gaps are far more significant overall. Maciek holds a lead of 1 hour and 49 minutes.
Did I just watch this?
I met it.
It's tougher than the 6-day,
Yeah.
and
Adrian Van Beveren has come up short in the last branch at the start of the special.
I see.
In the end, the American.
Alright, so it's on dirt, huh? His Twin Trail racing team wrote on Instagram on Monday, Carles has left us. The medical team has confirmed that the neurological damage caused by the cardiorespiratory attack at the moment of the accident is irreversible. Okay, so he died. He was brain dead, and they kept him alive on a machine or something. But the brain wouldn't come back online, and they turned it off. Following the crash, Twin Trail said that the Spaniard was unconscious and without a pulse following the incident, but had been resuscitated by doctors. After being airlifted to a hospital in Al Duwadimi and then transferred to a hospital in Riyadh, Falcon was repatriated to Spain, according to race organizers. Born in the Spanish city of Tarragona, Falcone was surrounded by motorbikes throughout his life. Twin Trail's online profile of the rider said he was previously a finisher at the Dakar Rally in 2022. Carlos was a smiley person, always active, who enjoyed with a passion everything that he did, especially on motorbikes, Twin Trail added in its Instagram post. He has left us doing something which was his dream, racing in the Dakar. He was enjoying it, he was happy on top of his bike. We should remember him for his smile and for the happiness he generated in others. Falcone worked as an IT engineer and was also a motorbike instructor and tour guide in his spare time. Wow, the legendary race isn't even enough to support this guy. There's no money in anything, huh? Everybody's got to have a second job. There are many who have learned by his side, said Twin Trail. He taught with patience, energy, and happiness. He made everyone enjoy motorbikes. This is what he has left us, and we will always keep within ourselves. All of us who have been close to him, family, friends, teammates, and fans. From his family and the team, we please ask that you respect the privacy of the farewell events that will be held in the coming days. The Dakar Rally is one of the world's longest and most demanding endurance races, and this year covers more than 4,900 miles from whatever that says. Ayuya. It's five vowels in a row. Unless that's a lowercase l. Aluya? Alula? Is it Alula? Why is it... Oh, eight. I don't know what that word is. I've never seen it before. There's a capital letter in the middle. To Yanbu in Saudi Arabia, concluding on January 19th. What's today? The 16th. Wow, it's still going on, huh? What songs do you play for someone who has died? Wind Beneath My Wings. Wow. Canon in D by Pachelbel. Original version. Here we go. Oh God, I'm gonna cry. I love organ. I'm gonna write a comment. I wrote crying, so beautiful. There it is. Wow, look, there's a couple of songs here. Let's check out these lyrics here. Okay. The freak. Yay, yay, yeah. Alright, we're gonna do Ian Kelly. I hope to see you again. I don't know if I'm gonna get a copyright strike on this though. That's the thing. What? Intent? I don't like it. I mean, it's okay. Just not what I was looking for. 1 hour loop with rain. Wow. I feel like I've heard this song before. Have you ever heard this song before? Alright, I'm sure I got a copyright strike for that, but that's somewhat familiar. That song was for our boy Carlos. It sucks. Sorry guys, I hope I didn't trigger anyone. Cost of dying at record high in UK report. A growing number of Britons are choosing cheaper funerals amid declining living standards. I want to be planted. I don't want to be buried in a casket. I want to be planted and a mulberry tree grown on that site. Let me just quickly look that up. When I die, can I be planted and a mulberry tree grown on top of the site where my body is? Why should you not plant a mulberry tree? Bring an intense amount of pollen. So much pollen they're made illegal. It often takes 10 years to grow. Wow. Nah, bro. Worth it. How to plant a tree on top of my body when I die.
According to Earth Funeral, in the case of cremation pods, the ashes are placed into the pod with other materials, a young tree is placed above the pod, and the pod is then planted. The pod biodegrades after planting.
Oh, okay. Tree pod burial. Earthfuneral.com. A carbon neutral alternative to cremation. Make arrangements from the convenience of your own home or at our facility. Get an instant price. Myself. I'm planning for the future. 11563. Send you a quote for you. This is pretty morbid that I'm actually doing this. Declaration of End of Life Wishes paperwork. $500 off Earth prepaid when we launch in New York. Earth founding member card. Pair of limited edition Earth Eco Socks. 5 impact trees planted by 1 tree planted. Pricing. Services of a licensed funeral director, collection and care from place of passing. Okay, so they get your body. Filling of all necessary paperwork and permits. Okay, and earth soil transformation. Portions of the soil returned in biodegradable containers. 5 impact trees planted by 1 tree planted. Access to the Earth Family Portal. Is it a legal thing that you have to do something with your body? Can't you just plant yourself? Do I need a permit to bury myself when I die? Or can I just bury myself anywhere? Wow, a burial permit. Could you imagine? You can't even die? You have to get permission to die. What the heck? When I die, can I be buried in my own backyard? Yes, providing you have followed all the legal procedures for registering the death, a person can be buried at home or on a private land. Wow. That's UK. Okay. Can I be buried in the woods? The green and natural burials can often be less expensive than traditional burial, has also had some impact on their growing popularity. While green burials can and do happen in traditional locations such as cemeteries, they also often occur in a natural setting such as a woodland or a meadow. Interesting. What are the burial laws in New York State? A burial permit's required to bury a body and can be obtained from the Register of Vital Statistics in the registration district where death occurred. A death certificate must be filled out before a burial permit will be issued. Secondly, local zoning laws should be checked to ensure burials allowed. Wow. Interesting. How you can be buried on your own property in all 50 states. Rome Monument builds and installs monuments and mausoleums on private land throughout the United States. My plan was to have my body cut into pieces and buried, and then, this is all dependent on Master Luki becoming a worldwide brand and arenas in, 10, 9 cities, and then 9 pieces or 10 pieces of my body buried under, the front of the arena, and a tree planted there, and a statue with the logo, in front of the tree. How's that sound? As a memorial. 9 or 10, because there's 8. Maybe I'll do 8. There's 8, and then maybe I gotta do 9, because there's the ring itself. But there's 10 mythical beasts. So the 10th mythical beast will be me, my spirit. What do you think of my plan? Buried, tree planted on top, and a monument in front of it. Of the logo. It's actually a lemur holding it. Anyway, maybe I'm crazy. Funeral costs have risen to a record high in the United Kingdom, prompting nearly 1 in 4 people to opt for a direct cremation or burial with no send-off, according to a report by insurance firm Sun Life. What's a send-off? A celebratory demonstration of goodwill at a person's departure. Oh, okay, so it's like a party. A wake we have here in America. Almost 1 in 5 people had to sell their belongings to pay for their funeral last year. Well, you can't take it with you, right? Might as well. Between the cost of burial or cremation, the price of a memorial service, and expenses like legal fees, the quote, cost of dying hit an average of $12,296 last year. This represents an increase of, let's see, 5%. So it's about 50% from 9,000 pounds to 4,500 to 450 pounds. That's to 4,500 pounds. That's 50%. And then, you got to take a zero off of that, so it's actually 5%. So 5% of 12,296. So 10% is $120. So $60 more. It's $60 more to die now. Wow. Holy. Look, they had to put 458 pounds because if they said it would raise by 5%, people were like, okay, well, that's inflation. This is a story, though. It's inflation and people don't have as much money, so it's a double whammy. Highest such figure ever recorded. Well, that's the way the world works. Everything just keep going up and up and up. In 2023, the average funeral cost, say maybe $6,000. And 15 years ago, 20 years ago, it was less than half that. Prices rising, the report noted that more and more Britons are opting for cheaper funerals based on interviews with more than 1,500 families and 100 funeral directors. Well, where did they do those interviews? That's the thing. Could be in a specific economic climate zone, Some 20% of families had their loved ones directly cremated last year, up from only 3% in 2019. A direct cremation involves the deceased being taken straight to the crematorium without any religious or other remembrance service. 4% opted for direct burials, in which the deceased is buried without a service. 2023 was the first year that the insurance company recorded this kind of funeral in its report. A direct burial costs an average of, we're going to say $2,000, a little more than $2,000, compared to the $6,000 or $7,000 price tag attached to a traditional burial. No matter what kind of funeral someone has, a growing number of people are finding it hard to pay for their own funeral departure, with 45% having to rely on their families to make up some of the costs. That sucks. To be a burden, Since last year, the number of people selling their belongings to cover their funeral expenses has risen from 15% to 18%. Oof, I just had a morbid thought. Who would actually come to my funeral? My immediate family? Maybe some of my cousins? Maybe some of the people from the gym? I probably wouldn't even have 50 people there. Britain's currently experiencing the worst fall in living standards since records began. Wow. With the Office of Management and Budget warning last year that the decline will continue through this March. What's going to happen in this March? The GUC trade union warned last week that real wages won't return to their 2008 levels until at least 2028. Yo. Things are looking grim on a couple of levels, huh? And on that note, it's 12 a.m. It's the hour of the shaman. I'm going to sign off now. Should I squeeze in one more? Alright. One more. Oh, God. We got Disease X, the world leaders discuss next pandemic risk. I can't have any more bad news. It's been too much already. Holy, I got 3 articles. 1 article on weight gain, 1 article on death, and 1 article on the cost of death. Sheesh. More evidence to ban energy drinks for children. Okay, well. I think that's a good idea. The sale of all energy drinks to young people and children in the United Kingdom should be banned, says a review of the latest evidence on their effects on health. This story goes out to all influencers and in particular gaming streamers. If you're a gaming streamer and you promote G Fuel or any energy drink, this story is for you, and you better change your ways ASAP. Some things are worth more important than money, and one of those things is the health and safety of the people that look up to you. You have a responsibility having a platform, and stop promoting energy drinks. And if you don't believe me, listen to this article. It highlighted links to more risks than previously found, such as anxiety, stress, and suicidal thoughts. These energy drinks often contain high levels of caffeine and sugar and are sold as providing an energy boost. Most United Kingdom supermarkets have introduced a voluntary ban on the sale of energy drinks to under 16s. A complete ban, which would also cover smaller shops, online retailers, and vending machines, was proposed in England and Scotland in 2019. Health ministers in England said they would set out their full response in due course. On the back of the review, 40 health-related organizations have written a letter to Health Secretary Victoria Atkins to repeat the call for sales of energy drinks to be further restricted. Many of these drinks contain high amounts of caffeine, as much as between 160 to 200 milligrams per can in some cases, which is double the amount found in an average cup of coffee. About 80 milligrams depending on the strength, the letter says. The packaging on the drinks often says they're not suitable for children, and yet they can easily be bought by under 18s from corner shops. Energy drinks are marketed as giving a physical and mental boost and providing more energy than standard soft drinks. It's a huge and growing market, and up to a third of UK children drink them every week. Wow. Let me see if I just spoke out of my ass again. What are the ingredients of G Fuel? Carbonated water, natural and artificial flavors. Wow. I don't take back what I said. Natural and artificial flavors are excitotoxic, meaning they excite brain cells to death. Sodium gluconate, malic acid, caffeine. There you go. Potassium beta hydroxybutyrate. Holy. Maltodextrin. Synthetic vitamins. Sucralose. The ass cancer ingredient. Wow. Great stuff. And on and on and on and on. Oh, that's the sugar-free version. Okay, well. G Fuel is a highly processed product with very few nutritional pros. Damn you, G Fuel! And anyone promoting G Fuel, I got 2 words for you. 1 and 2. Dr. Amelia Lake, professor of public health nutrition at Teesside University, who led the review, looked at 57 recent studies of energy drinks and their impact on young people's health. More than 1 million children from 21 countries were included. That is a huge body of evidence. And the evidence is clear that energy drinks are harmful to the mental and physical health of children and young people, as well as their behavior and education. We need to take action now and to protect them from these risks. I'm looking at you, all gaming streamers who get money from G Fuel. For shame. I want a 1v1 you. IRL. And if I win, if I get a higher score, you got to give it up. Start thinking about the health of the people that look up to you. Listen to what a hypocrite I am. Holy. I'm promoting mixed martial arts. Even though there's no head contact, people are still getting punched. Even though there's no finishing, people are still getting punched and kicked and grappled. Regular drinking of these drinks is more likely to make young people use drugs, be violent, and have unsafe sex. Whew. They're off the rails. Sleep problems, poor performance at school, and an unhealthy diet were also closely related to the use of energy drinks. Dr. Lake said that although their research could not prove that energy drinks directly cause the health harms, because dietary studies are always observational, the findings were important and the best available evidence. I would say that's due to people who drink energy drinks don't give a flying what about their health anyway. So they eat crap. And that's the gamer lifestyle. Uber Eats of fast food and energy drinks to make up for the dip after you get into a food coma. It's possible that energy drinks are linked to health harms because those who consume them are more likely to be unhealthy in other ways. Well, that's what I just said. Such as smoking or drinking alcohol. Alright. Caffeine warnings. I'm not going to read that because I drink yerba mate and coffee and I'm in denial. But anyway, what do you expect? I'm delusional, I'm delirious, and I need to get sleep because I am delirious. But I do have my menu on lock. I do have the healthiest menu around. So if you want to learn more about that, I can definitely help translate recipes. I just made some amazing soup today. Go back one video on my channel is the stream for that. And I make healthy bread, I make healthy chocolate. And basically anything you like can be translated into a Life Food certified recipe. I even got a tip today on how to make cake. I'll show you because this is actually unbelievable. And I can't wait to make it at some point. Maybe for my next son's birthday. Since my girlfriend ghosted me again. Her birthday's coming up, Not likely to be making cake for her. But take a look at this. Hold on. What can I do here? Can I open this in a new tab? Here we go. Open link in new window. Here we go. Look at that. Oh my god. I can taste maple syrup right now. I literally can taste maple syrup in my mouth. Oh. Not in my mouth, but in my brain. I said, how the heck did you make that? Almond flour, buckwheat flour, Celtic sea salt, coconut oil, coconut palm sugar, flax as an egg substitute, and maple syrup. This is the base for any cake you want. Berries, chocolate, ginger spice. Oh my god. I don't know how they made the icing. He didn't say. Oh, he says you can even make the icing vegan with maple syrup, but I like the honey glaze. Wow. Gimme! Anyway, guys, that is a wrap for the night. The Shaman's Hour starts at midnight, and that's why I titled today's broadcast The Shaman's Hour. I'm going to stream from 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to midnight every night, the news. Tonight I had to start a little later because I got home late from the gym. Not that I got home late from the gym. I got home from the gym, and my student Ahmad gave me a mattress. So I had to help go to his house and bring it over, and that took like a half hour or more. So, anyway, tomorrow at 11, come back, and you'll see me then. Hope you have a great night. If you ever have any questions about health, like I said, go to masterluki.com. Just click on the contact page. You can find all my info. And look forward to it. Over and out.